In the Dune films, Paul Atreides is at the center of an intricate web of power, prophecy, and destiny. As the heir of House Atreides, Paul faces challenges on Arrakis, a place where spice, the universe's most valuable resource, is found. When his family is betrayed by House Harkonnen and the Emperor, Paul seeks refuge with the native Fremen on Arrakis, fulfilling their prophecy of a messiah that will one day save them from oppression. His rise to power is shaped by nurturing aspects that lay the groundwork for his success and eventual downfall. Nurture can be defined as the belief that your environment, culture, upbringing, and opportunities determine your success or failure in life. Whether that be those around him or the environment of Arrakis, his fate results from complicated relationships, expectations, and ambitions that force him to be a leader but also exposes him to dangers. To better understand Paul, let's first look at the different factors in anthropology that resonate with him. Anthropology is the study of human society, cultures, and origins which seeks to better understand humanity. One theory that has shaped Paul's character is cultural materialism, which was developed by Marvin Harris. It focuses on the material aspects like physical environment, resources, and economic systems that shape culture, beliefs, and survival needs. As Paul spends the course of his time in Arrakis, he has to adapt to its environment by following the Fremen's methods. Arrakis is an unforgiving desert planet where survival depends on water conservation, adaptation to heat, and expansive knowledge of its ecosystem. With help from the Fremen, Paul learns the ways of surviving the material aspects of Arrakis. These environmental factors build him into a leader and later earned him respect from the Fremen.
You have to break up your rhythm. Like this.
Now that's interesting because in the film books I've studied, the anthropologists say in order to properly sandwalk, you actually have to... Never mind. Please keep going.
Another anthropology theory that resonates with Paul is functionalism, which is the belief that a culture's operation is designed to fulfill the needs of the individuals within it. An example of this is the prophecy of the Chosen One in Dune, known as the Lisan al-Gaib, which serves to maintain order on Arrakis. They are meant to unite the Fremen under one leader during times of instability and protect them from opposition. Those around Paul convince him to step into this role, fulfilling the Fremen's need for a leader who will guide them towards a better future.
These people have waited for centuries for the Lisan al-Gaib. They see you, they see the signs.
Psychology is another social science needed to better understand Paul. Psychological studies focus on an individual's behavior, emotions, and mind. A humanism analysis focuses on personal growth, the search for meaning, and the journey towards self-actualization, which is reaching one's full potential. Paul's character is deeply rooted in the expectations around him and his desires to fit into what others expect him to be. As the heir of House Atreides, Paul is torn between external and internal conflicts. On one hand, he is faced with responsibility and duty. On the other hand, he is faced with his internal desires to fulfill a prophecy.
Your grandfather said, "A great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it." And he answers. And if your answer is no, you'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son. I found my own way to it. Maybe you'll find yours. In their memory.
Father, I found my way.
Near the end of the second film, Paul has reached self-actualization. He has grown physically, emotionally, and spiritually on Arrakis, and has fully accepted that he is the Chosen One.
I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis! Erudidina Heshidani, Nelisan al-Gaib, Rui Dimenaruk Ashidi!
The psychoanalysis theory developed by Sigmund Freud provides another analysis point for Paul Atreides' internal conflict and unconscious drives. Freud proposed that a person's personality is formed by three parts: the ego, the superego, and the id. The psychoanalysis process can be used to analyze how an individual behaves by examining the three parts. Let's first look at the role of the unconscious in Paul's visions. Freud believed that the unconscious mind holds repressed thoughts, desires, and feelings that surface through dreams. Paul has recurring visions that can be interpreted as expressions of his unconscious mind, showcasing his desires, fears, and the weight of his destiny. Paul dreams of Chani and Arrakis, and he frequently has visions of his eventual role as the Chosen One.
Paul, wake up.
His dreams and visions act as both his conscious and unconscious mind, forcing him to confront his fears and desires. Another point to examine is Paul's id, superego, and ego. His id is shaped by his primal instincts like survival and desires, which is the need to prove himself, and his attraction to Chani. Paul's superego is built on his upbringing, such as the morals put onto him by those who raised him. Growing up as the heir of House Atreides, his father had instilled values of duty and honor onto Paul. As a result, he has fears of becoming a tyrant, which stems from his superego's guidance. In between these two forces, his ego maintains the balance between his survival needs and moral obligations. Sociology can also be used to analyze Paul. Sociology is the study of human behavior, society, and the interactions between individuals, groups, and institutions. Structural functionalism views society as a system that works together in order to maintain balance, and each structure in that society contributes to this balance. Paul's role as the Fremen's leader demonstrates him fulfilling the need for unity among their society. Fremen society consists of shared norms, values, and beliefs. By using their shared practices, Paul is successful in fulfilling a function within their society as a leader. Another analysis point that can be applied to Paul is conflict theory, which focuses on the struggle between different groups for power, emphasizing inequality and dominance. On Arrakis, Paul is surrounded by conflicts that are a result of the Imperial powers exploiting Arrakis for its resources. By aligning himself with the oppressed Fremen, he leads a revolutionary force against the Emperor and House Harkonnen. Paul's role as the leader symbolizes him overthrowing the oppressive systems that have dominated Arrakis. Overall, Paul Atreides' journey in Dune is profoundly shaped by nurturing aspects which can be revealed through anthropological, psychological, and sociological analysis. These different perspectives demonstrate how Paul's rise to power is related greatly to environmental challenges, cultural influences, and societal structures which shape who he ends up becoming in the end.
Lead them to paradise.
He said I got